EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 56, right? 56, right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Sled, boom, boom.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Haskins. He finds Humphreys. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Redskins.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards.
He's heavy on the edges. Watch that.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Shoot.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15,
Landon Collins made the tackle.
5.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
30 base.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Speed grip.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at the 38-yard line.
50, Mike 50.
Now.
Here's Allen. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Watch the safety creep. Check three.
Let's go.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
Single.
It's a pickup of 6.
General
Brings
West.
up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
50.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Smoke. Hey.
50. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, echo.
Mike 50. Army.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know you feel it.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Ready
Now,
up.
this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready, go. Hit it.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now it's Haskins, and he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Washington.
Okay, 56, right? 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 22,
On first down, this is Geis, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it out. The defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Play action. Haskins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Focus, defense, focus. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go play action now. Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Thompson. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hump, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Blue draw quarters.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, lock it.
Show it.
Go.
It's a pickup of 6.
On the set.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, and they're going to throw without it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
50, Mike 50. I got you. Here we go.
Now.
Mike 50.
Hey, box drop. Hey, jet. Shoot.
And again, it's Allen. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go with Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 44, Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Let's go.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point center right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, Love. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
First down, Redskins.
On first down, here's Love. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's bring it. He's coming. We got double up. Bang.
Yep.
Bang. Get it.
Here's McCaffrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Six right there. 56. Let's go, B. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Check. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Tight down.
Topper.
49, check 49.
Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Mike. Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Taking a shot for six. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Check 31. Check 31.
Recon, 152 fighter.
36. Check.
Stand.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta, clear.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
22 jet bombers.
Check 24.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
We go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's coming, double up.
Leo.
Hey, watch the shift.
Five.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Gain of 9 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
Ready weapon.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Big grip.
Open man here is Scott, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
X3. 218. Chop. Look at me. Zipper.
Wild Bill. Mike 50.
Tighten up.
I go. Snap.
From just shy of midfield, Allen escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Redskins 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Joker, Joker.
Greystone, travel.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, let's go.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Check safety.
Tight dog. Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
General West. Hey, Sam on. Hey, seam 6. Go. Sit up. Hit it.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Marr on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will get them one closer. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Let's go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
I'm going back to you.
Fire.
So Allen's going to look to throw, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Allen now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Fights free at the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
15, check 15.
One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they play. But still, all for naught.